everybody. I am Jessica Koch, and this is another episode of Profound Professionals. I have had the joy of sharing for the last 5 years, featuring amazing individuals doing unique and out-of-the-box things in their industry to have a profound impact globally. So this is my honor today to introduce our guest, Cynthia King Bolden. She is a fanatic about helping disadvantaged people through creative forms of ministry. So welcome to my fanatic, Cynthia. You know, it's always good to have a fanatic on your show. Tell us how you got into this line of work.
Well, initially, my grandmother was in ministry, and so I kind of tagged her. But I've been in ministry for over 40 years, and this particular aspect of it, I was ministering in the Methodist church, and I decided that I needed to do more. So I began to pray about it, and the Lord led me to open a church here in Carthage, Mississippi, which I had for 14 years, full of like 100 and some odd kids that were disadvantaged. I helped them, I helped their parents, and then just expanded internationally to Africa, India, Bangladesh, and the Philippines.
I think that's beautiful. I am very blessed to have a virtual assistant membership program as part of our marketing agency. It's a division of my company, and we employ almost 100 VAs from all over the world, including South Africa, Nigeria, Pakistan.
Wow.
Yeah, Philippines, Dubai, Jamaica. Yes. So I am right there with you.
I'll go to Dubai.
I love the fact that we're able to have a global family and make an impact on lives all over the world. So tell me about your ministry in general. Like, how does it work? How are you supporting these people? You have lots of interesting things to tell us about this process.
Well, I've really been blessed. I've retired from the practice of law. And as a result of that, of course, I do have substantial tithing. So I utilize that to establish cottage industries in the various countries. It may be with ground nuts, it may be with rabbits, it may be with cows in some areas, it may be bamboo, so that they can utilize that. I have my major one though is clothing. It's clothing, and we design men's clothes, pantsuits and things, and then sell online. And they are very well made. They're tailored in Africa primarily, and then shipped to me in the United States, and I sell them online. Now, this is a woman's outfit, and you can see it is exquisitely designed, multi-layered. Look at the detail on it, and even down to a rainbow zipper in the back. It has a shirt and everything in it. It's hard for me not to try to buy my own stuff that they make. And then I have women here in the United States as well, widows who design clothing. And so this is a church set.
Yeah.
And so we sell casual chic, we sell formal wear, we sell lounge wear, we sell work at home clothing, smocks, caftans, you name it. After 5 clothing. Everybody doesn't stay in church all day, every day. So we try to make certain that we accommodate all of the people that we might be able to
super comfy. Those look super comfortable.
This one is my favorite. Again, made in Africa. It's blousoon, but it is really A-line at the bottom. And in the center, it has the lace, but the lace that's up here that's open is closed at the bottom. So that's how we primarily finance. They ship the clothes. I send the money to them. They make the clothing, keep money for themselves and their households, and then they ship the clothing to me. I pay for that, put the clothing online, sell it, and turn around and send the money back to them. The thing that I love about what I do is that there's no overhead.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, I don't get paid. No one gets paid except for the widows, the battered and addicted women that make the clothing, or the churches that plant the crops and share the crops with other churches.
Mm-hmm.
No one gets paid. I have an income. I thank God for that. And I tithe off of that income, and that income helps me to support others.
That's beautiful.
So, and here local, I live on 37 acres, and for a long time I grew food, and I also had cattle. And I would slaughter the cattle and then go into various towns after the meat was processed at the plant and just give away bags of beef, to families, and then give them vegetables and so forth. So it wasn't just a tenth, it was all of it. All of it. So
Lovely.
yeah.
That is so lovely. So, links to this information will be included in the article we feature about this, and anywhere we're posting this video, you can find in the comments below links to Cynthia and all of the different resources that she's sharing. That's super exciting stuff. Is there anything else about the ministry you want to share before we start talking about some of the other pieces?
I think the main thing is that we love people. We genuinely love people. And Christ said that, how can you say that you love me whom you have not seen, and you don't love your brother who you see every day? It's in John, 1 John or 2 John. And then in addition to that, he said that if you see someone that's in need, you can't say, go and be filled.
Mm-hmm.
He also said, when I was naked, I was hungry, I was blind, I was sick, or whatever, in Matthew 25. And so we try to feed the sheep and tend the lamb, as it says in John 21. I can't hear your gospel if my stomach is growling.
Exactly.
I can't. There are so many that have malaria, typhoid fever, all those kinds of things. We buy medication, whatever it is that the various families stand in need of that are part of the community or where the congregations are that we're in charge of, we take care of them. And a lot of them in India and in Bangladesh get beat up a lot. I mean, severe head injuries and things by those that don't like Christians. So we pay their medical bills. Whatever it is that they stand in need of that will give them the ability to be steadfast and unmovable, give them the ability to be witnesses, give them the ability to live a good life and rear their children and share the gospel, we help support. I mean, we're not confined like a lot of denominations are.
Mm-hmm.
We just do what the people have need of.
I think that's beautiful. Now, lots of people know this about me. I am a big lover of books, and I understand that you've written some books. Can you share with us some of those books?
Yes, my favorite one is Kingdom Seed. It deals with the fact that the Lord said that Abraham would be blessed and would multiply like the stars and as the sand. And so we take seed from conception all the way through to seed planting the heavens. In other words, this book is 6 books, and it deals with the various phases of life that a seedling will go through as it grows into a tree and produces more fruit and much fruit. And this is my favorite. I wrote this one, I think, about 10 years ago. In fact, it says April of 2012.
Well, I hope you'll be
April.
able to share a link with us so that we can share it with our audiences on how they can get a hold of that book. That's just lovely.
Okay. All
And
of my books are Amazon.
okay.
Amazon.com. And then the next one is Judah. Judah is my favorite. It's about women. and how we've broken through the glass ceiling, and yet we're kind of, as they say, on the ragged cliff, because we're in, and yet we're a challenge. We're a challenge because we're so ambitious, we're so excited, we're so creative. But one of my favorite of favorites, and then I'll stop because I have 22. My favorite of favorites.
Well, we can list them all in the article, but tell us about the last one.
Foxology. It's the study of foxes. Rid me of the little foxes that spoil the vine. Wow. And so it deals with people like Nehemiah and others, Noah when he was building the ark, and the obstacles that they face and the hindrances from others. And so how to protect your seed, how to protect your harvest, how to be encouraged. And it has study guides at the end of each chapter. This is one of my favorites. It really is. It's a good study book, like Kingdom Seed. Judah's just a good read for women, but Kingdom Seed and the other one are, and Foxology, are good study books for study groups. And the last one that I've written is Leadership Spirit, how to motivate fellowship, how to be a servant leader. And I think that sums up my ministry, servant leadership.
Mm-hmm. It does.
Despite,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, despite the fact that I've had a very, very illustrious career as a lawyer, that I've been in the ministry for a very long time and have done well in that in terms of recognition and so forth, I'm still a servant. Mm-hmm. Jesus washed the disciples' feet. Mm-hmm. And I don't have problems washing feet, going into homes, cooking for sick people, changing their clothes, dirty linen, taking care of their kids, just doing whatever needs to be done. And I think that there's a lack of that level of humility, a lack of that kind of servant leadership. If when we had the large church open and we had dinners and other churches there, people would say, "Where's Bishop? Where's Apostle?" I'm in the kitchen preparing food. I'm helping serve. And it's not patting myself on the back, but I'm not Martha. I'm more of Mary, but I know how to be Martha when I need to be. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't bother me at all.
Well, I think it's beautiful. And typically when I interview and I feature people, they have a kind of a separate business, and then we begin to talk about their cause. Your whole industry, if you would, is ministry and a cause. However, you do have another cause that is near and dear to your heart that you were going to talk about for a few minutes.
I love St. Jude's Research Hospital for Children. Mm-hmm. That one really, really, really touches my heart. I don't have any children at all, but I did witness my grandmother going through cancer. And I cannot imagine, I cannot fathom the pain of having children and then knowing that you're going to lose that child at some point, unless God performs a miracle. You're going to lose that child to cancer, although the child, 9 out of 10 will be saved and you'll see the child on the other side. You still have to rip yourself from that child, like Abraham thought he was going to have to tear himself from Isaac. I mean, it's the agony of the father watching Jesus die on the cross.
It is.
It's horrific. And so I, in addition to doing the things that I do, I give to St. Jude, and I have tried on more than one occasion to become a part of their ministerial chaplaincy. And it hasn't happened yet, but I figure, hey, you can't do it all. If I just give money into there, and at some point when I become rich or I die, I leave something to them, I feel that I've contributed.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I love that's a great cause. It's absolutely fantastic. Well,
Yeah.
I have enjoyed this time with you and learning about your life and what you do, and it is truly profound. You are definitely on the right podcast because you are a profound professional who is making a profound global impact, and that is what I wanted to get out to the world because you just never know. It's so exciting to me, the whole concept of the virtual world and social media platforms and global marketing and global reach, because you just never know who will see this or share this with someone else who truly needs to hear all about these different things you've shared, to be inspired to do something different, to help someone, or maybe they're the someone on the other end who needs help and will reach out to you through the links that we share in the article and below the videos as we post them out. So I am just really, really grateful to have had you on today. And I'm going to tell you, people watching, that if you happen to have a gift that you can help and a passion you're passionate about that can help someone improve their life or grow their business, then you're also a profound professional. We would love to feature you on this podcast series. And better yet, if you know someone who is passionate about something and doing things in their industry totally out of the box and touching the community and the world in a greater way, introduce them to us, be a hero to them and to us, and introduce them to this so that we can feature them on our next Profound Professionals. Before we say goodbye, Cynthia, I always ask our guests to share one last piece of inspiration or information as we say goodnight and goodbye to our audience today.
I would say that it would be the scripture, the things that are not possible for men are not impossible for God. In other words, I grew up in a single parent household with my grandmother as well. And she managed to pass, as we say. Then we moved into the projects. My grandmother stayed in her house. But I was blessed to go to Mercyhurst Prep, to Georgetown undergrad, to Georgetown Law, to the best schools, the best of everything I've been exposed to. But never forget where you come from. And I know you're still there.
I'm
I
here.
know how difficult life was growing up for me and for other children. And I wanted to see change for children. And so I've taken on hundreds of kids, um, exposing myself to serious liability from a legal standpoint, because if there's one person with 100, 140, 120 kids for 4 hours a day or 6 hours a day, 5 days a week during summer, and 3 days a week from 4 to 7, during the school year, cooking, tutoring, playing games, fielding fights, transporting them by bus. That's
Are you back?
yes, but I don't see you. There you are. Okay.
Yeah,
So just care for somebody.
yes,
Genuinely love other people at
absolutely.
their level, regardless of what you attain. That's what I like about Michelle Obama.
Well, I think that's beautiful. Just,
Meghan Markle.
yes, absolutely just care about others.
Yes.
I think that's beautiful. Well, everybody, this has been just so much joy. I'm so grateful for meeting Cynthia. I am your host, Jessica Koch, and this has been Profound Professionals. Until next time, remember to be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.